Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. It's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, and future energies between you and a meaning of interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well with some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past situation on your side, we have the Princess of Cups. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Cups in traditional tarot, and it could just be saying that you might have found yourself having feelings for this person, but not necessarily being comfortable around communicating those feelings. Now, given that we do see those two birds, which I view as symbols of communication, and they're moving in the direction of the cards on this person's side, I feel like this is saying that there was some communication between the two of you, but just for whatever reason, you didn't feel comfortable expressing your romantic feelings toward them in the past. All right. Past energy on their side, we have the Star. So this is Aquarius energy here, and to me this says that they probably felt like meeting you was fated in some way. You know, they might have felt a really strong pull towards you, and maybe realized that there were some unhealthy dynamics between the two of you. So for example, maybe the communication was a bit lacking in certain areas, right? But I feel like this is saying that they felt like there was a reason behind the two of you coming together and meeting. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Nine of Staves. So this is actually a Sagittarius card here. So to me, this says that you're probably still feeling passion toward them, but at the same time, you're still very much guarded, right? We see the person behind all those wands, and it looks like there's a bit of a wall up, right? So it could just be one of those things where, again, it just seems like you're just not really comfortable going beyond where you are currently with this person, and just feeling really guarded toward them. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is actually Gemini energy here, and it could just be saying that maybe that's partially why, right? Maybe you feel like they're coming on a little bit too strong with their approach. So maybe that's where you're just feeling like, okay, I need to slow things down within the connection, right? So it could just be one of those things where even though you might have the desire on a certain level, maybe this person just seems to be trying to move it forward a little bit quicker than you're comfortable with. All right. Future energy on your side, we have the Queen of Coins. So this is actually a Capricorn energy here, which is your house of finances. So given that and the actual pentacle there, right? And if we look at the facial expression, she has it like she's somewhat looking over her shoulder toward this person, right? So it could just be one of those things that says that in the future, you'll be feeling like you're really more secure within your finances, and maybe on the one hand you'll still have some level of interest toward this person, but I feel like it's saying that you would still want them to approach again, right? So interesting, because again, it's sounding like from what we're seeing so far, you might have had a problem with their approach to this point, but maybe it's because you had other things going on, so maybe you're just a little overwhelmed and maybe had to focus on your finances, and that could have been why any interaction toward this person felt like overload at the time. So now maybe that things will improve for you in other areas of your life. You'll have more energy to put toward the connection. But either way, it looks like you would actually want them to approach you. All right, and future energy on their side, we have Justice. So this is actually the major arcana card for Libra, and it could just be saying that the way they might feel at this point is they might view it through the lens of, well, I've already tried to approach Sagittarius, right? I already tried to get things started with them. They seem to not be interested, so they might feel like, okay, well, at this point, the ball is in their court, right? Libra is very much about balance, so they might view it as, well, I've already made my approaches. You didn't seem to be interested. So for things to move forward, I would have the expectation that you would come forward to me now, right? So obviously it looks like a bit of a stalemate there because it looks like you want them to approach again and they're feeling like, well, been there, done that, it didn't work out for me, so now you would need to approach me, right? So a somewhat common dynamic in these situations, but at least that looks like that's where it's going to be in the future. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is Leo energy here, and maybe this goes back to when we had the Leo full moon not too long ago, right? But either way, could just be saying that, again, like I said, it seems like you might have felt like their approach was a little bit too strong at the time. And like I said, maybe it wasn't fully directly related to their approach, but it could have been a combination of their approach and then also the fact that you might have had a lot of other things going on that were calling your attention away from your romantic life. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the World. So yeah, between this and we talked about the Star card in the past on their side, it looks like they really do see a lot of value within this connection and they do see the potential for it to go to distance. But again, like I said, I feel like they're just going to be viewing it through the lens of, well, okay, I've already tried to get things off the ground with Sagittarius, it didn't seem to work. And now they'll still have the openness to it, but at the same time would want to see your approach now to be sure that they're not misreading the situation. All right, moving on to your Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle cards deck here. Just going to pull a single card from this deck. Got one there. And next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation. Just going to pull a single card from this deck as well. And then we'll read the messages from both cards and wrap the reading up with that. Okay, I got one there. So from the Messages of Love, we have interference. Okay, it says an external party is intruding on this relationship. So interesting message there because I don't view it at all as another person. Again, like I said, in this particular instance, it seems more like I said, it looks like you had some other things going on, possibly related to your finances that were pulling you away from being able to really give energy to the connection. Whereas I don't really see like an actual third party as in another person involved in the situation. But hopefully that resonated. And we have No Place Like Home. There's the artwork, and the number is 50. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says lovers, friends, and companion animals are at home in your life right now. You are in sync and full of love, and you can be secure in the knowledge that it is reciprocated. Relationships elicit a sense of emotional safety, comfort, and the best aspects of familiarity now. Be home in this relationship. Together you add to the love of the world. So definitely an interesting message there because the part about being in sync, I feel like you might not necessarily be feeling that energy now. Like I said, it looks like in the future you're going to be feeling a lot more confident and secure, and then at that point, that could be what helps open things up between the two of you in the connection. But hopefully that resonated for you guys. I'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.